So whether you're ready or not for spring, spring is here and it is upon us. So you know that around springtime, I myself like to wear aquatic scents, like to refreshing fragrances that are citrus, maybe fruity with some vetiver and woods in the base. I gave you guys my top designer spring 2023 fragrances. If you missed that video, I'm gonna have the link up here. Go check it out. Come back to this one because right now in this video, I'm gonna share with you 15 incredible, unique, powerful, and exotic spring fragrances to rock in 2023. You guys ready? Hope you are, because this guy right here is definitely ready. Let's hop into the choices. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another video. Max Forte here. If you love to make a great first impression, you know that smelling good is a great way to do that. And these 15 choices I'm about to lay on you are going to definitely give you an edge, make you stand out in the crowd, and make you smell unique and smell like no one else. So let's hop into the choices. At the 15th spot, we're going to talk about this fragrance here from Precious Liquid, simply called Salt and Pepper. Really cool name. This is an eau de parfum concentration. Love the bottles, which has this 𝗕𝗙𝗏 kind of a style, metal plate, metal heavy cap, very good sprayers. And this one here, guys, Salt and Pepper, is going to be one of those scents great for the whole spring season, especially for those really warm days. If you want like something to pick you up, to make you feel refreshed, you know, inspired. This one here has spices like coriander. It's got a beautiful note, a combination of salt and pepper, almost like a gin and tonic kind of a vibe, which I definitely favor around this time of a warm time of the year. Definitely gonna make you feel great, gonna make you smell amazing. Great for compliments, this one here. From the 15 choices here, if you want for compliments, this one's definitely gonna attract people, pull people in. What I'd like to classify Salt and Pepper as, this is a woody, spicy fragrance with aquatic and green tendencies. Coming in at number 14, we have a fragrance from Clive Christian, 1872 Men. Now, if you know my taste, you know I love my fougères, my green scents that are heavily with the lavender, vetiver, oak moss base. This one here is going to be a barbershop, so to speak, kind of a scent. Very green, very aromatic. The nose behind this one is 𝗤𝗄𝗏, which is an amazing perfumer. And this, guys, will have a very old school vibe to it with the green, with the woods, with the lavender barbershop feel. And it also has some really nice, cool, modern notes that will definitely make you stand out. However, I must caution you, if you're not a mature gentleman out there, if you don't like mature-like scents, this one is not gonna make you feel great because it's gonna have, like I said, a more of a old school, mature vibe to the scent. But if you wanna dress up and you really wanna put your best foot forward, you're looking for something that has old world class, tradition, and sophistication with elegance, 1872 will definitely give you that amazing stuff, and also very powerful in performance. At the 13th spot, another woody, spicy scent, but really a different take on vetiver, if you will. I love vetiver, which is a great base. I think it's very elegant. A lot of fragrances out there that you may not know will have vetiver in the base. And this vetiver here is a different take on vetiver, almost powdery at times. This is going to be a very funny name, Fat Electrician from Etat Libre d'Orange. Funny name, great scent. Now, Fat Electrician is one of those scents that it is just heavenly. Something that I wear heavily for dressier situations, situations when I don't want to be like Clive Christian that I talked about before. This one, it's a little bit more mature. It's not going to please everyone. This one here, quite the opposite, will please everyone. It's this sandalwood vetiver combination with cinnamon up top. Very exquisite combination, that trifactor that this fragrance creates between the creamy sandalwood, the spicy cinnamon, and the vetiver smoky earthiness. It is just uncanny. There's nothing like this fragrance. It is unbelievable. Smells great. It's another one that's really good for compliments or to pulling people in. It's very inviting, very cozy, very cocoony, very warm and comforting at the same time. Fat Electrician from Etat Libre d'Orange at the 13th spot. If I'm looking to wear a vetiver fragrance that is very comforting, this is the one right here. At the 12th spot, this is a shared fragrance, meaning me and my wife love to wear this fragrance. I actually like this better on her, but I do get a craving, I do get an urge to wear this from time to time. It is also a lavender-based scent. It is not a fougère per se. This is more of a citrus lavender, if that makes any sense. There's definitely this note of ambroxan here. There's this note combination of like oak moss, ambroxan, and isoe super that is very particular to this fragrance. I have yet to smell this particular scent profile with the lavender with any other fragrance except for this one. This is B6182 from Nichane, and this is a screamer of a fragrance. This one lasts all day, leaves an incredible scent trail. And whenever my wife rocks this, she gets a ton of compliments because a lot of women watching this channel, you know, always asking, hey Max, how come you don't talk about, women fragrances? I have to be honest, a lot of the fragrances here will be universally shared or gender-free or unisex, however you want to call it. This definitely one of those that sits right in the middle. It's not too masculine or too feminine. I mean, you can enjoy any of the 15 fragrances really that I'm going to talk about here. Some might lean a little more masculine, but this one here, I actually like it more on my wife, but I do, steal some sprays. Perhaps it's time to get 100 ml as opposed to a 50 ml because we do enjoy this one a lot. At the 12th spot, B612 from Nishané, a lavender bomb, but a really different take on lavender. This is a very inspiring, a very captivating is the right word, lavender kind of a scent. Again, lots of lavenders here. The difference between this lavender and all the other lavenders I shared with you before is this one's going to be a little bit on the heavier side on the account of the tobacco and the leather note that this one has. This is 𝗏𝗏 from Milano Fragrance. Love the bottles, beautiful cobalt blue bottles, heavy metal caps, incredible sprayers which you can control depending on how strong you push the atomizer. And 𝗏𝗏 is a fragrance. The leather and tobacco here are amazing. You do have a lavender, you have some citruses up top, you also have a boozy note here. This one here is perfection when it comes to the old world with a modern twist. It's not gonna smell aged. That's the great thing about 𝗏𝗏. It will go very old school when it comes to capturing the essence of the old derbies of England, Peaky Blinders type of a vibe. It's definitely here, but you also have this modernity to the fragrance with the resins, the booziness, some of the modern touches here with the synthetic accords meeting the natural accords, making this a great fragrance and my favorite from the house of Milano Fragrance. Whenever people talk about Milano Fragrance, they say, hey Max, which one should I try? This is a great segue into the brand. If you have your taste similar to mine and you like old, world, the finest things in life, you will absolutely fall in love with 𝗏𝗏 as I have. At the 10th spot, now these are the heavy hitters. The top 10 are definitely the ones that I'll be wearing the most in spring. And then the top 5 will obviously be the ones I'll be reaching out almost daily in the next, 3 months or so. This is going to be 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 from Hermès. This is the Hermès Collection from Jean-Claude Ellin, which is an incredible nose. And 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 is a gorgeous take on vetiver that's a little bit honeyed, along with this, roasted sesame seeds, hazelnut kind of a vibe. It's a very nutty, spicy, woody, and creamy kind of a vetiver. Absolutely stunning. I think for springtime, there's one word to define this fragrance, is perfection. If you haven't gotten your nose on 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, please do. This to me, along with Épice Marine, are the two staples for me in the Hermès collection. There are great fragrances within this line, but this one here is nothing short of a masterpiece. At the 9th position, we have a fragrance here that's a newcomer to my list. I came to discover this fragrance late last year, fell in love with it, and couldn't wait for the springtime to rock this fragrance. And this is another shared one that I will be sharing with my wife in the next few months. And this is going to be from Sospiro. This is called Vibrato. Now, Vibrato is an incredible take on citrus aromatic fragrances that's very powerful, long lasting, and very inviting, very unique take on the citrus, genre. And this one here is going to have this almost soda pop, fizzy, sparkly kind of opening. And it does remind a lot of people of 𝗏𝗏𝗏 from Bulgari. I do favor this one. I think this is a little bit spicier. I do love the florals here, but the woody spicy base here is just unbelievable. I think this fragrance here is a little bit more complex than 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, which don't get me wrong, 𝗏𝗏𝗏 is great as well, but comparing them side to side, I do favor this one here, and you can also share this with your significant other. This one here is amazing. You have woods, you have florals, you have citruses combined to give you this incredible, sparkly citrus, woody, spicy kind of a base. Just absolutely stunner of a fragrance. At the 8th spot, a fragrance that I normally wear when I just want something easy. I don't have to think too much, just like Salt and Pepper that I talked about before. This one here is guaranteed to get you smelling great, guaranteed to bring people in. There's nothing daring about this fragrance. It is one of those just incredible, appealing, compliment-inducing type scents. This is Sadly from Parfums de Marly, and this is a phenomenal take on the note of lavender. This is going to be a very sparkly, very fizzy, very uplifting lavender. There's nothing you're not going to like about this fragrance. It's just absolutely incredible. Smells sophisticated, smells niche-like. It is a blue, almost aquatic tinge to the fragrance that's very bubbly. But again, the lavender that's going to be very invigorating and uplifting is definitely the high point of this fragrance. Other notes worth mentioning here is the beautiful spearmint up top with this bourbon geranium along with the lavender and heart, and the gorgeous dry down that's comprised of sandalwood, musk, and cedarwood. At the 7th spot, a fragrance that I'm revisiting this year. I definitely started wearing this again. It's been a minute since I wore this fragrance. My older bottle of this fragrance is over. I had to, throw that away, unfortunately. And I had to purchase a new bottle. This is a 2007 release from 𝗏𝗏, and this is none other than 𝗏𝗏 from the Shooting Stars collection. This is one of my favorites. If you follow this channel, you know that I love Neo in the summertime. And 𝗏𝗏 has always made my top spring list over the last decade on this channel. This is an incredible fragrance, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna be a little bit floral up top. You've got neroli, you've got orange blossom. It's a little bit creamy as well. You got some woods in the base, vetiver, sandalwood, patchouli, some fruits as well with those florals. It hits you from all different angles, but it is, just such a captivating scent. It is constructed to perfection. It's one of those very unique, very exotic fragrances that will definitely bring people in. This is one of those scents that when you walk into a room and if you're wearing this fragrance, people are gonna be like, wow, what's that smell? What are you wearing? There's also an amber here in the base. Like I said, the woods, the amber, the florals, the fruits, just very exquisite, exotic is the right word for this fragrance, guys. Like I said, very attention commanding, very assertive type of a scent. Confident is the right word. This is gonna ooze confidence for those that do wear this fragrance, guys. Check out the 7th spot. It could have ranked higher, but I want to wear other things this year, and this is just one of my all-time favorites from 𝗏𝗏. So definitely my top 5 favorite 𝗏𝗏s of all time. 𝗏𝗏 at the 7th spot. Newcomer to this list. This is the fragrance that really blew my mind when I tried it, and I'm going to be wearing it very heavily this springtime, especially during the latter part of spring. As soon as it starts to get really warm, closer to the summertime, this is a stellar fragrance, guys. This is called Wanderlust from the house of OmanLuxury, which is a fragrance brand that I've just encountered over the past, couple of months. Incredible sprayer, incredible fragrance. Now get this. This is going to be like a very powerful and spicy woody fig. Think of like the woods, like vetiver, sandalwood, patchouli, and this beautiful spicy fig that's almost smoky and earthy with a gorgeous, and let me emphasize that word, gorgeous mint up top. If you love the word of spearmint, if you love fragrances that scream and are very powerful within the mint department, this is a fragrance that will not disappoint. It is very minty, very powerful from beginning to end. Not the toothpaste kind of a mint, but the very natural, like if you took, if you grabbed a bunch of spearmint and you just crushed it in your hands and you smelt it, that's the kind of mint that we're talking here with the woods, with the spices. It's a very woody, aromatic fragrance along with a beautiful blast of mint that's gonna follow the fragrance throughout the whole life of the scent. So if you do love mint fragrances, guys, this is definitely one of the holy grails. I'm so glad to have this in my collection, especially higher up here on the list because it's going to be one heavily worn this spring of 2023. Before I give you guys my 5 top choices for spring niche of 2023, know that you can try all 15 choices on this list and thousands to choose from. You know what I'm talking about. Perfume.com, the partner of this channel. Check out, I got a special code for you going on right now, the time you're watching this video, which will expire on March 22nd. I'll have all details below, of course, making your life easier. That code is SPRING23, which will grant you guys 23% off site-wide. And on top of that, if you want to try it before you buy it, get a MAXPACK. If you want to try a few of these fragrances before you pull the trigger, guys, get a MAXPACK Discovery Kit, which you can mix and match. The more you get, the more you save. Again, all details below, guys. Enjoy, because it's going to expire very soon, and you snooze, you lose. And a quick FYI here, I get this question quite often, messages here on the videos, also DM, emails. People want to know, hey Max, I live in XYZ country and I want to know if I can use Perfume.com for international decant, trials. That is 100% correct. The answer is yes. Perfume.com does ship internationally, so when you go through the checkout process, there's going to be a drop-down menu, which I think there's only a couple countries that we can't ship to, or they can't ship to for that matter, but they do ship internationally. So check out Perfume.com for all your fragrance needs when it comes to trying before you buy it. And as always, guys, the best place to try fragrances, designer, niche, indie, you know it, Perfume.com. Incredible customer service, fast shipping worldwide. Coming in at number 5, ladies and gentlemen, the top 5 choices here for the spring of 2023 niche is going to be Roja Parfums 𝗷𝗚𝗏. I love this fragrance. This is going to be an incredible 𝗔𝗔 fragrance. If you guys do enjoy the genre of 𝗔𝗔, this is as good as it gets. This one has old world class, sophistication, elegance, all put together in a bottle. Incredible elements of spicy notes, woody notes, leathery notes, animalic notes. Just an incredible scent, guys. This is a 10 out of 10 kind of a fragrance, but you do need to appreciate heavier, animalic, leather kind of scents with a 𝗕𝗲𝗄 profile to appreciate the scent. This is not going to be for everyone, especially when you look at the price point. It's going to be more on the pricier side of things, but if you do enjoy the 𝗕𝗲𝗄 leather animalic kind of fragrance, this is a masterpiece. This is definitely a confidence type of a scent because you will definitely command attention because this is going to be a very powerful type of a scent. The 𝗥𝗏𝗏 from Roger Parfums at the 5th spot of Spring Niche of 2023. At the 4th spot, I have a fragrance here that I've been talking to you guys about time and time again. It is currently my favorite Creed fragrance. It is not Aventus, it is not Green Irish Sweet, although they could have made this list. But I'm gonna go with Viking. I got the flacon here, the 250 ml flacon, because I love this fragrance so much. I went through 2 bottles before I got the flacon. I do have a decant, so I get my pipette. I prepare this decant with me. I take it with me wherever I go. It is one of my go-to scents for the springtime. I absolutely love this fragrance. This is definitely an old school barbershop, kind of a scent, which reminds me of Old Spice, so to speak. But it doesn't end there. The scent is a lot more complex. You do have a pink pepper up top along with absinthe and rose. So it's really nice and spicy the way it opens, and it gets creamier as it dries down. You get a gorgeous vetiver note here. It takes a special person to wear Viking. You do need to like the fougere lavender barbershop feel kind of a scent. Mint, pink pepper, rose, vetiver. To me, it's a great barbershop with the lavender and white musk and the cedar in the base along with the vetiver. It's just absolutely amazing. Speaking of amazing, I got a fragrance here to share with you today at the 3rd spot. I am very much looking forward to wearing this all spring long into even the early summer months. I think this is going to be great, along with another one from this brand that I love, and this is going to be Amouh Oud's White Sands. This was released last year, and this is an incredible kind of a fragrance because it unites some really intriguing facets of woods, even oud. There's a hint of oud here in the heart of the fragrance. You do have a gorgeous blast of florals, neroli, orange blossom, so it's very, again, universally appealing, definitely gender-free. Anybody can appreciate this. I will be sharing this with my wife as well. But I do love the combination of notes, just like Whetstone, that I do love for the really the really hot season, the summer, when the summer's really at its peak. I do love Whetstone because it's this mineral, aquatic scent with a very strong woody mineral base. This is going to be a very nice woody aromatic floral scent, again with a very strong woody base with that oud that I'm talking about. There is a little hint of a vetiver in the base as well. What I love about White Sand is, besides that beautiful bergamot with the florals, the neroli up top, and the orange blossom, it's really, inviting and universally appealing. With a hint of oud in the heart, there is a trifecta of note that will come through from the heart into the base, which is going to be cypress, which I love, adding this green, creamy, spicy kind of undertone along with the white pepper. You do have a sandalwood in the base that makes the fragrance really warm and creamy on skin. So at the 3rd spot, Amouh Oud's White Sands, a great woody, floral, musky kind of a scent that is just very sensual and just perfection for the springtime. At the 2nd spot, we have a fragrance here that is a newcomer to my list. It was released late last year. This is going to be Amouage's Purpose. This is a vetiver-based scent, and I love this fragrance. You got the frankincense, which in this case is a very bitter and spicy facet of the frankincense, along with a gorgeous heavy dose of vetiver. There is a compound that was created exclusively for this fragrance called Mystical, and that particular compound will give this fragrance this 𝗕𝗲𝗄, leathery, rosy, red currant kind of a vibe with a patchouli. It is absolutely intrinsic, hypnotizing, a gorgeous scent. Loving vetiver like myself, this is definitely one that rocked my world, and I couldn't wait to get a bottle and have this in my top rotation for the spring of 2023. Guys, this is incredible. Nothing short of a great scent. If you do enjoy the notes I'm talking about here, they are mashed to perfection, and they will create an incredible experience for you in the springtime. Besides all the notes I talked about, there is also something that I want to bring to your attention, that as the fragrance dries down, the leathery saffron, suede leather-like vibes that this fragrance possesses will come through and will envelop you just like a perfect garment. The initial blast here might be a little bit sharp for some people, but wait about 15-20 minutes as the fragrance develops, the magic will begin. Speaking of the magic will begin, I'm going to share with you my top 1 choice right here for spring of 2023 niche. This is a magical scent. I absolutely love this fragrance. I am in love with this house. The house is my favorite discovery of last year, and it is Primera Perfumes 𝗏𝗏, directly from the Middle East. This is smoky jazz. Ladies and gentlemen, what an incredible fragrance. This will capture all the great elements of a great, think of a jazz bar, the boozy, there's bourbon here, There is tobacco, there's a smoky facet. Of course, you have smoky jazz. You better have smoky facets on the fragrance. There's so much more to this fragrance. You have the smoky red apple accord up top, along with the bourbon, the tobacco, the smoky vetiver in the base. It is just an incredible fragrance, powerful. The one thing about Premier Perfumes 𝗏 is the power of their fragrances. They are very long lasting. I get 10 to 12 hours easy. If you spray your garments like myself, it's going to be there the next day. There's no two ways about it. They project like a monster, and they are very exotic smelling. I love the ingredients. I love the smell. Smoky jazz is something very unique. It is just amazing, guys. A very powerful fragrance that will create a very unique and exotic experience for you. Very attractive, sensual, and mysterious, how I would describe smoky jazz. Just absolutely unbelievable, guys. Check the house of Premier 𝗏. If you like powerful scents that are unique and exotic, this is a great house to check out. Let me know in the comment section of this video, what are your top favorite niche options to wear this spring of 2023? Love to read your comments, maybe find something new myself. And as always, guys, thank you so much. Thank you very much for all your support throughout the years. If you do appreciate the content, please don't forget to leave a like on this video. Don't forget to subscribe for more, and I will see you right back here with another video very soon. And don't forget to check out the description of the video and the comment, the pinned comment at the comment section of this video, because I always leave, deals, savings, codes, anything I have to pass on to you guys. I make sure I do that in the description and the comment section of the video. So enjoy, and I'll see you guys right back here with another one very soon. Take care.